Hey everyone, Muna here, blogging from Lyon. Been here a few weeks now and everything's going pretty well, settled into the rhythm of class and everything. Both the weather and my French have improved a little, despite the scarf and hat. It's still a little chilly some days and cloudy some days, but it's actually nice and sunny out today, as I think you'll see later. J'ai pensé à faire cette mise à jour en français, mais ça sera plus facile à comprendre en anglais. So we'll do it in English. That was a little bit of my French for you. So what I want to do today is try and give you a little bit of the tour of the campus building and tell you about that. So let's get to that. So voici UP, the Université Professionnelle Internationale, the building that houses CFAM. And this is the reception and the main atrium. And the building is in Vez, which is the northwest of Lyon, just a few meters from the main residence. So it's one building rather than a bunch of buildings spread out over a wide area, which is pretty convenient to get between classes. And it has about 5 or 6 floors with quite a few staircases and I think only 3 or 4 elevators. So you might not want to use the elevators because they take a while, and yeah, if you're late to class, it's better to use the stairs. So this is the ground floor, which basically has a large seating area and an auditorium, a large auditorium at the end of the hall. And we'll go downstairs and check out the cafeteria. Now down in the cafeteria, you can either use cash, credit card, or your school card, just like you would use an AL card. And next to the cafeteria, you have administrative and meeting rooms, like the village at Temple, where all the student organizations meet. And you have the teacher's lounge. And the menu in the cafe is pretty good, pretty varied. I prefer to grab a cafe and a croissant first thing in the morning or between classes. Croissants are rather addictive, so remember that. Yeah, lots of space to eat. It does have microwaves to warm your food, and of course a TV. I just realized I said cafe, meaning coffee. Forgive me, I was in French mode. So on the other side of the cafeteria, you have the IT room, basically where there's a bunch of computers you can use while on campus. Pretty much same setup as a tech, except the computers are sunken under glass windows. I thought that was interesting. And you have the printers, again, same thing, swipe your card and print. They also have a laptop loan area, which gives out projectors and does repairs, I guess, and network help for computers. Okay, and the classroom floors. So the rest of the building pretty much has the same setup on all the floors, which is classrooms with a few study or refreshment areas in between. Now, I did forget to mention there are actually 2 other campuses that CFAM uses. They have a Rue de Marseille campus, which is an older building in the center of the city, and they also have space in a building down the road. And it's pretty rare to have classes at the other campus. Maybe you might have to go to one of the other campuses once a week, but otherwise most of your classes, or most of my classes have been in this building. So pretty much what happens is you don't use the same room all the time for a class. They basically swap them around and make a timetable. So you check your timetable every week to see which class numbers you'll be using, and it's posted on the CFAM notice board, which we just passed, and also on the eCampus. It shows up on your homepage. Yeah, so I think the timetable system works pretty well, provided you do not forget to check it. Okay, but this is the main atrium, which houses the main admin centers for the various schools. So this is one of the other schools, and round the corner is CFAM's main office. It does have another office on the 3rd floor as well, where the advisors are. So if you ever have an issue with class or just communicating with Temple, that's probably the other office that you'll go to. So the classrooms, this is one of the smaller classrooms. They generally look like this, just varying in size. And you also have a couple other types, like the large auditoriums, which I'm not going to go into today. But this is one of the larger classrooms. with pretty much the same setup as Temple, with the projectors and the teacher's podium, um, computerized and everything. And I think on every floor, but I'm sure about the fourth and fifth, you have study areas that look pretty much like this. And back outside, this is the area just by the entrance. There's a patisserie across the road. There are a lot of little bakeries on most of the street corners, so that's another detail to note. It'll come in handy. But this is a shot of downtown Vez and the lovely day we're having in Lyon today. So there's a couple areas I probably forgot to go into the building. I may get those later, but for now, c'est ça. That's the UPI building, which houses CFAM. À bientôt.